Welcome to
EPLACE,
the space for
general talking,
about all things entertaining. So yeah, we're going to move on to now episode 8.
The most divisive of the Star
The
Wars
Last
movies.
Jedi. Episode 8 in episode 8.
Dun, dun, dun. Man, what can I say about this movie? There was no fan service over there, definitely.
No, there was. See, the Porgs were kind of like a rehash where they were trying to do something cute and stuff.
From the Ewoks.
Yeah, or something like that.
Actually, I don't care about the Porgs.
Nah,
Yeah, it's just
Baby
kind of
Yoda's cooler though.
Second,
Baby Yoda is cooler and cuter than the Porgs.
probably you're gonna see when the...
Well,
Sure,
from the
definitely,
pictures
yeah.
I've seen of Baby Yoda, definitely.
Yeah,
It looks
must
so
be,
much more cooler.
because he's Yoda, that is awesome, and he's a baby.
If
and
it's
babies are
Yoda
cute.
Junior,
Not the-
we don't know. I don't know his parent.
I don't...
Spoilers probably. There were actually good things in this film.
there was.
I mean,
People are mad
even the
about
fight between Luke
and Kylo Ren
right
at the end, yeah.
Even though it
So
wasn't
that's what
really
I
a
was
fight.
going to say. People are pissed off with that scene, yeah, because it was something that we never saw in the Force, mate.
Well, this is rehashing. This is good. This is good fan service. This is adding something new. This is what I like.
As I'm saying, yeah,
Yeah, man.
is okay. It never show us doing that. Fair enough. At the beginning, when Luke was with what is it? The Master Yoda on Dagobah, no one knew that the Force was going to be useful to take ships from the swamp. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm well pleased for
the
them.
other force power that they added was that the force ghosts have some sort of tangible effect on the real world. Like Yoda brought the electricity and burned
Yeah.
the tree.
Yes.
I mean,
That should be a hint for what was coming next. Yeah,
yeah, I guess like
Another hint
Fausto
for
Wars
everyone.
war or something.
another hint for everyone should be that when the ships were going to the battle, there was a lot of dust, red dust on the hair. When anyone was stepping on the ground, they were leaving.
But when there was Luke, there wasn't anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
Should be a hint as well, yeah.
Well,
Either
when
it
you
was
watch it now,
really
you're
bad
like, oh, why didn't
CGI.
I think that, but
Yeah, I only noticed that as well on the second or third time that I saw the movie. To be honest, yeah. And even look a little bit different. He look a little bit younger
I don't think he says a word either, does he? Or does he?
at the end, but I forgot what he says. See you around, kid, or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
He says
Well,
he definitely says something before he vanishes, yeah.
I have to double check that. You know what? I've only seen this film about 2 or 3 times, and
Yeah, I did it so many times as well.
It's hard to watch it because my biggest gripe is Luke and him trying to kill his own nephew. This is the same character that believed that the most villainous character in the whole galaxy could be turned from evil to good. His own father, Darth Vader, a character that he learned of doing something incredibly bad, which was kill Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ben Kenobi, you know. Darth Vader kills him, yet he still believed that he could do something. He could still be
Redeem
brought from
him, yeah.
be redeemed. But so what the heck did Kylo Ren, Ben Solo do to warrant Luke?
So much that he tried to kill him during his sleep, yeah.
Yeah,
But it
it's
was
such a sneaky way of killing him, rather than like.
face to face in a battle.
It winds me up so much that it's hard not to swear right now just about how atrociously this character, one of my favorite characters of all time, was written in this film.
That's why people were a little bit cross with this movie. It's not about the Pogs or about weird milk or about the last battle, yeah.
Although some of the SJW stuff wound up a lot of people.
One of the things that wind up people as well is saying that Leia should be instantly killed when she was pulled off from the ship after Kylo.
No, she shouldn't have been instantly killed. No.
Actually, scientifically, that is not true because you can still live for a few seconds before you actually.
And she was one with the Force. I mean, she's the daughter of one of the most powerful.
And the Force was in her?
Yeah. Yeah, she was. So,
okay, apart from that, scientifically, it's proven that you can survive for a few seconds. I'm not saying hours or minutes, yeah, because you need to breathe eventually, yeah. And probably you're going to have
it's very cold, I believe.
You're going to have a very bad frostbite from it, yeah. But potentially you can survive if you go instantly to with a low higher atmosphere.
Yeah, no, that scene didn't bother me. I mean, it was weird when you watch it. It was like, whoa, it's like Superman.
Do you know that? No, do you know what it reminds me?
But
do you know
that it didn't bother me that much.
Painting on the Sistine Chapel in Rome.
Yeah, with touching the finger of God.
And she goes literally with the finger up, and floating in the air. It's quite awesome. Come on. Who doesn't like Princess Leia? Everyone loves that Leia, yeah?
Yeah, rest in peace.
It will be a really cruel way of getting away from the movie that way, to be honest. I would hate even more the movie if Leia had been killed at that time, yeah? So, writing on this movie. It's not going to be easy to give score to this one, yeah?
You know what?
Love it or hate it, there's not going to be an easy movie to score.
The fan in me wants to say 1.
Yes.
Well, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and give him 2 extra points because he was trying to be original and...
I'll give it a 4. It wasn't that bad.
He was trying to subvert expectations. He was trying to do something different, and I do appreciate that. You know, he was playing around with a formula. He was trying to be an artist, and he did succeed in that respect. But
no,
it didn't work. It didn't work for me, and maybe that's a biased opinion from a fan. But whatever, I'm giving it a 3.
I give it a 4. It wasn't that bad. There was parts of the movie that I hated. I really hated.
Yeah.
Was parts of the movie that I loved it.
The thing with
especially the last part of the movie.
Yeah.
Or after they get into the planet, yeah. Because the parts there was pointless parts of the movie as well. Why the hell did they went to that casino planet? Yeah.
It was like one big, really slow chase.
Yes. No, I'm not saying that.
It was like Mad Max, but without really the energy.
Really slow, yeah. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not complaining about the chase of the rebel fleet.
No, me neither.
I'm saying when the Poe and Finn and the other girl Rose.
Oh, what, on the casino planet? Yeah. That was ridiculous.
Why do you waste 45 minutes of my life?
Because of animal activists, man.
To give us something that is useless to the general plot, yeah. Because honestly, until Benicio del Toro.
See, he was a really cool character that just turned into nothing, and it was just like, what?
Because at the beginning I was, this guy will be really.
We didn't even talk about how Captain Phasma is dead, just randomly killed, and also, what's his name, Snoke, just randomly killed. It just felt like a big waste.
Yeah, but they give us a wasting time on killing Snoke that way. After that, they give us an awesome fight scene between Ben Solo and what is the name? The girl.
Rey. Yeah, and we still don't know her surname.
The Imperial Guards, yeah.
Skywalker, probably.
Second?
Probably Rey Skywalker, probably.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Her father is no one.
Or Rey Kenobi.
So the fight between those two and the Imperial Guards was awesome, yeah. And
yes, that was
made us believe that probably Kylo Ren was coming into the light side again, and 2 minutes after they are fighting against each other. Doesn't make much sense. Yeah, the sequence of the movie is a little bit on and off. If you are not following the movie quite closely, you're gonna lose. Yeah, lose your mind. Yeah.
That's it's funny because leading into themes and tone, I think that they have some really interesting themes, and they do it in a really interesting tone
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Like you've got all this animal activist stuff, and then you got vegetarianism, and there's a lot of sort of left side politics and
Honestly,
SJW
I
stuff.
didn't
And
even connect the dots until now, mate.
no, there's a lot of yeah, it's a very political movie when you boil it down and sort of take scene by scene. But they do it in a fairly interesting way,
Uh-huh.
whether or not you agree or you're on that side of politics
I'm
or
not
whatever.
saying
But it's still done in a it's
I'm
still
not, I'm
done in
not
an
saying it's
interesting
not
way.
entertaining. It was entertaining.
It was, yeah,
I like to see the when those things that look like horses run away from the place they
yeah,
are hold,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they just smacked everything, yeah, with the heads first. Was a nice 10 minutes, yeah.
A bit of a random
But the thing is, it
thing,
didn't
but yeah,
lead us.
it was fun.
It didn't lead us anywhere.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
was going to say, when you put
It's like a
Benicio
side plot.
yeah,
It was
when
a side
you
plot inside the side plot. It
when
was
you
like,
put
what?
Benicio del Toro in a movie, you better give him a better role as well, yeah. You don't gonna waste an actor like him to
He,
show up for 5 minutes
he
and
did play the part pretty well though.
yes, he does.
He was pretty cool.
He's a good actor, yeah, come on.
What would you give the themes and tone though?
Themes and tone. I don't want to bash on this movie because people will say that I'm biased against it, yeah. But I will probably give it a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking similar. Although I was thinking one more and gonna give it a 6
Okay.
because I think you can sit there and be biased with your politics and whatever. And for me, I'm sort of very in the middle. I'm not left or right.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't interest me. But I think that the tone of the film works.
Uh-huh.
It never felt like out of tone, did it?
No.
It was felt very
No,
realistic and
always,
to the
yeah.
point. And for that, I'm giving it a 6. Direction and pace. Ryan Johnson. How well did he direct the film?
There are parts of the movie that doesn't feel like a Star Wars movie at all.
Mm.
Get what I mean?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
parts of the movie that doesn't feel like a Star Wars movie at all. Towards the end, it gets better. As I said, after they get to the Rebel base,
Do you think it's paced well? Do you think that it was snappy like Force Awakens, or do you think it was slower, or
no, it was a fast-paced one, yeah.
you think it was fast paced?
Exception for the the chase on the space, yeah.
Yeah, it was well paced, and I think the direction. He wrote and directed this.
No, I
He
think
was
that
terrible at writing, but
if
he did a
this-
good job with the
this
direction.
is not a terrible writing, yeah. I think we are judging the writing through the phantom that we had before, yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
you saw characters doing stuff that are out of character.
well, that's part of the
By law.
writing. If you're going to write a Star Wars film, you need to acknowledge what has come before. You can't just change
That's
something.
what I am saying. You wouldn't expect to see Luke dropping the.
Yeah, that was.
That's what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, that annoyed me.
give us new stuff, but give us new stuff that actually makes sense.
Mm.
Either explain what happened before, like on the scroll things, you could say that something happened and Luke is disappointed with all the Jedi way of living and he doesn't want to have anything else to do with that.
What would it
And we're gonna prepare ourselves to what's gonna happen after, yeah?
Yeah,
But
instead
it
of
came
like
out-
throwing it over his shoulder, he could have like held it and then like dropped it. Rather than throwing it over his shoulder, held it in his hands like a deep,
Or give it
and
back
then
to her.
and then just dropped it, and had to walk away. I think that would have been a more powerful scene, like because he's obviously holding a relic from his past that means so much.
Or do you think he was trying to be a little bit like Yoda and testing Rey patience?
Maybe
I think it's the way of the Jedi.
That's a nice way of thinking of it, actually, because Yoda was a bit of a troll,
Yeah.
and yeah, Luke was kind of trolling Rey,
You
kind
think
of. But that's the
Because
point.
he calmed down a little bit when Chewbacca put the door down, yeah?
Yeah.
What are you doing here, Chewie? Where is Anne? and then he cries.
It's man, it's emotional. It's surprising.
You guys didn't saw this part, but literally me and David put the heads down when I spoke about Han Solo when he's dead.
Yeah, man.
This is
One of the
called
best
respect.
characters, dude.
Respect, I say.
Luke, Han, and Leia. They're the trio. They're like the Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. The Holy Trinity
Yeah.
of characters.
But if you want to put that way, you could say, for instance, Iron Man, Thor, and
No,
Black
no,
Widow,
that doesn't.
because they belong to Disney. Lawsuit, bro.
Yeah, but they're not a Trinity. They're not as cool. Yeah.
I'm just joking. Come on. So direction and pace. I will give it a 6.
I'm giving it a 7. I'm gonna give him a 7. The benefit of the doubt. He is a good director because he directed Looper, and that is a great film. Knives Out is also getting really good reviews.
Yeah, I didn't saw it yet.
Cinematography, though, I think is the best part
of the movie.
Yeah,
It's always in
maybe.
a Star Wars movie.
Well, other than maybe the production and the visual effects and
Yeah.
special effects.
But production and visual effects, we always know that is almost top notch, yeah?
Flawless.
So cinematography,
I'm
I
going
love-
straight in and
I
saying
wanna-
it's a 9
me too.
because
I
it
love
is badass.
I love the crystal foxes.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I love the salt planet.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the,
And the dust.
contrast between the red and the white.
Mm-hmm.
And what else do you have on that?
Just the
Even
the
okay, I know
lighting,
that,
the lighting, and the use of shadows in the caves,
Yeah.
and especially when Rey's like going down into the dark side cave or whatever it is, and that kind of
and
thing,
that,
psychedelic.
psychedelic stuff on the mirrors, yeah.
Mhm.
When she's trying to
And
find out
then
the truth.
also in Snoke's throne room with all the red and the fire and everything, it just leaps out at you.
It
It's colourful and bright, but it
reminds you a lot of the Nazis, even more, yeah.
yeah, but it's colourful, it's bright and vivid, but it also looks almost degraded, like it looks old as well. It looks realistic, tangible.
That I'm saying, it looks warm. It looks like
Yeah,
an
it
environment
does.
that actually people are living in, yeah.
It's a beautifully shot
Which,
film.
don't forget, is something done with the computer, so it's quite hard to do stuff like that, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's weird because going from cinematography into editing, and then acting, and then going back into production and SFX and VFX. Let's do production and SFX and VFX first, because I think the CGI actually works really well with the cinematography. Like it's hard to discern when it becomes like puppets to CGI.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to,
Well blend, yeah.
Yeah, and I would say the production is probably an 8.
I will give it a 9.
And
because it's a Star Wars movie, yeah.
Well, sorry, the production a 9 and the special and visual effects.
Come on,
Probably an 8.
Remember the crystal foxes, yeah.
They did,
They look
although they
real.
did look a little bit CGI-ish.
They look real.
Yeah, I know, because they actually had models.
They have what?
They actually had full models made of the ice fox or the crystal foxes.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Didn't know
look,
that.
there's some really cool production videos out there about that movie.
So they actually get the fox to do the ice foxes thing?
No,
They could though.
They created the model 3D, then scanned it, and then
At the animation part, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've given production a 9 and SFX and VFX an 8.
Okay.
And you have given both of them
Both
a
a
9.
Yeah.
Um,
Those were the parts that I like about the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Really liked about the movie. Was the light, the colors, the CGI. I know that we don't like the way that Phasma has gone, but
actually,
the
she was
explosion,
awesome.
come on. The explosion was
Yeah.
well done, yeah.
Yeah, man. And the set pieces were just incredible.
Which one?
The set pieces, so like all the sets that were made
Mm-hmm.
were just incredible. Like the big burning Star Destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
Going to editing though, I do think it feels really weirdly cut in certain parts.
Mm-hmm.
Like going from like the casino thing to the battle, and it just
Yeah, the casino thing looks like someone had an idea and they so badly want to put it into the movie, but they didn't have an idea of to make it.
Yeah,
will be
or
okay.
like they wanted to do something for the plot, and it was like, oh, we're just going to add this in as almost as like an
Yeah,
afterthought.
it would be okay if that part of the movie actually had influence in the movie.
Yeah, because they went to go and get him to crack the safe, and then he ended up giving them up anyway.
Yeah,
And I guess there's like a lesson to be learned in that
don't
respect.
trust no one.
Yeah, but on the same hand, it does nothing for the story, or even really the characters. It's just like kind of one of those old-fashioned moral stories, and it's just like, meh.
They just went over there so you can have that cool
It felt
end
like
scene
filler.
of the kid moving the broom with the force. Yeah,
Yeah, that was. I don't know how I feel about that whole thing, because that's kind of what they tried. Ryan Johnson tried to do with Ray. It's like, it doesn't matter who your parents are. It's about who you
special.
are, and that you're not special, except for you are the balance to the force, and there's always going to be a balance to the force.
No, you are special. Doesn't matter your background. Yeah,
Is that
everyone can be special. Or something
yeah,
like
anyone
that.
can be special. Yeah. That's right. Sorry.
So it's not because you are born in a golden crib that you're gonna be special or not. Yeah.
I do think though that the editing, just going back to the editing, I felt like there was stuff cut from the film as well. Like it felt like a little bit like of a mishmash.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe something didn't work going forward with, and that they changed something, and then they did the best they could, and for that I'll give the editing a 6.
Oh, we agree in one score. Acting.
Luke is really good at acting in this. I think Mark Hamill does a good job with what he's got.
He didn't like the movie at all.
He didn't like the movie, but he did a good job at.
Yeah, because he's a professional. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
I don't know
it
about.
wasn't.
I don't know if I can give it a score. Like
I think it was more a problem of the writing. Yeah. So the actors,
Adam Driver was still good.
Who?
Kylo Ren. I think he's.
That's what I'm saying. It was more a problem with the writing than with the. So
Yeah.
the actors had to work with a script that wasn't very good.
Maybe we should give them benefit of the doubt and give them a 10 out of 10.
No,
being
don't go
so
that far.
professional with such a crappy
I will
script.
give it an 8. Yeah.
I would give him a 7.
Okay.
Right.
Soundtrack.
John Williams. Although I'd give him a 7.
Yeah. Just,
Because it's like average-ish. Intentions for episode 8, I would give
A 7.
it
a 7, not to be. It's in the positive because they did what they intended to. They give us a sequel.
I'm giving it a 6.
But it wasn't as good as people were waiting for.
Yeah.
So I will give it a 7.
I'm giving it a 6 because what they intended, they did not do. They
weren't successful.
Yeah, they weren't successful in the grand scheme of things for the other audience. Personal enjoyability, though.
Oh, I loved it. I will give it a 7. It wasn't.
I would give it a 5.
No, actually,
I didn't hate it. I didn't love it.
I don't remember how
Right
much
in the
I
middle.
gave Solo.
I don't know.
I will
This
give
is
it a 6.
more enjoyable than Solo. No, Solo was more enjoyable than this, I thought.
As I said, after I think I said it to you personally, but not on the podcast.
No, you
I
did
was
on
a
the
little
podcast
bit
as well.
harsh on the Solo movie because it came out like 2 months after the Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah, you said it in the other podcast, one of the other
And
episodes.
I actually have to say that is way better than I thought, seeing it 2 years after, yeah.
Yeah, my personal enjoyability as a Star Wars fan, this gets like a 2. But no, in all seriousness,
It's not that bad.
It as a movie, as art, it is good, but it is also bad because it doesn't fit very well with the other films.
And it's not the new powers of the Force that take me off from this movie.
No, I enjoyed the new powers. I thought it was cool.
It's the silliness of some scenes that were put on the movie just because.
Yeah, like some of it feels like a wasted time. Other parts just don't make sense, and they changed the characters. And I don't know.
Or
It's a shame.
Or probably are not as smart as we think. And
Maybe.
okay, so let's do maths.
Yeah, let's do some maths. So, yeah, we've now got our scores, and I know mine. What is yours?
I know mine. I don't know yours.
Oh, okay. So mine is 73.
Mine is 76.
When you start looking into this film, like, there's some really good things about it. It's just, as a Star Wars fan, we don't like it.
It's not very good, yeah.
No, as a Star Wars film, it sucks in between the fandom, but it is still a well-made film.
It's a good movie.
It is a well-made film, for sure.
But it messes up with so much things from the fandom, especially the attitudes that Skywalker is having at the beginning, yeah?
Yeah. I think our scores are pretty respectable because some people would say this film is like a 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Other people say it's a 10 out of 10. I mean, some people think it's an absolute masterpiece.
So I'm saying
I don't know.
It's the most divisive Star Wars movie that we had until the moment, yeah?
It is. Yeah, I'm happy with 73. I don't, it's above average.
Mm-hmm.
It's not amazing, but it is good in some parts. And just terrible in others.
Saying that, this was our last episode before Christmas, so from my part I just want to tell you guys have a very nice Christmas. I hope that you spend this time with your family and friends.
Yeah, and I hope you have a happy new year and get absolutely wasted and have a good time with all the people that you love. So,
okay, see you guys next year.
Yeah, in 2020 where we talk about Star Wars Episode 9. Let's hope it's good. Fingers crossed.
The hopes are high.
A New Hope.
Dun, dun,
The
dun,
Rise
dun,
of the Sky.
I'm really...
No, that was an ominous thing. No, don't do that. That's bad.
What?
No, when I start,
that is Game of Thrones, bro.
Oh god, it all sounds the same. Whatever.
No, I'm really looking forward to see Snoke coming back.
Yeah, you mean
not Snoke, not
Sidious.
Snoke. Lord Sidious, come on.
Lord Sidious, yeah.
Lord Sidious coming back.
Okay, guys, peace out.
By the way, if Snoke comes back to the movie, I was the first one saying it, so the credit is on me. Yeah? Otherwise, I'm just a huge douchebag, yeah. And I have to say you sorry, guys. Okay, so have a nice Christmas. See you guys next year. I hope that you enjoy the new Star Wars movie because we definitely will do. And it's all for me.
Yeah. Peace out, guys. Bye-bye.